to those of us in office, I keep saying it, we are privileged. Please, this is time to cut down the waste and let's use the resources for the poor people of Nigeria. You can but only feel the pain of what we are going through in Nigeria. You listen to the governor. How can we have over 300 people die in a short space of time and the whole nation is not here to commiserate with the Plateau State? It cannot happen. We're not at war. Even countries at war, I don't think have had that type of killing within this period. You can go and check the records, and we're not at war. It cannot happen. And that is why I'm here, to commiserate with the governor.
I must see your head.
Well, like I said, if you look at what is happening in the Plateau in the past few weeks and days, you can but only feel the pain of what we are going through in Nigeria. You listen to the governor. How can we have over 300 people die in a short space of time and the whole nation is not here to commiserate with the Plateau State? It cannot happen. We're not at war. Even countries at war, I don't think have had that type of killing within this period. You can go and check the records, and we're not at war. It cannot happen. And that is why I'm here, to commiserate with the governor and the people of Plateau State, visit Pangu, do the same with the traditional ruler, and go to the IDP camp to reassure the people that this is our country. We have to care for each other. We have to ensure that we live in a peaceful place. Plateau used to be one of the most peaceful places in Federal Republic of Nigeria. It used to be a reference point for peace. How did this happen? These are things we must look into. Nigerians must live at peace, especially the less privileged Nigerians. Like I said, we want to create a Nigeria where a child of nobody will be somebody, will be able to live peacefully in a gainful, productive employment. That's what we want.
Any other question? Okay, so what is your message to the people of Nigeria on your birthday?
Well, for me, I thank God for the birthday. My message remains, we have no other country except this one. Let's work hard and build it for everybody. Let's make the sacrifice. Those of us who are privileged to be leaders, those of us who are privileged to be wealthy, this is time to make sacrifice. This is time for us to know that whatever we have is by grace of God. And that is time to sacrifice to ensure that that grace gets to other people.
Your message to the new service chiefs?
Do whatever you can to return a secured Nigeria to Nigerians. And to those of us in office, I keep saying it, we are privileged. Please, this is time to cut down the waste and let's use the resources for the people.
This fuel subsidy is a typical confirmation that we have made the greatest mistake in history. And the only way to go about it is by correcting it now that somebody has not lost his life, his mental faculty, and probably his loved ones. This vehicle you see here has eaten 15,000 naira fuel. Yesterday afternoon till now, nothing remains inside the tank again because I want to vote party. It's not done that way. Let us live up to expectations, because you can't tell us that the white people brought politics here and we are playing it more than them. It is wrong. So any person that sees what we are passing through as a normalcy, the person doesn't have anything upstairs. Let us fight this fight as people that have brains. You understand? I'm an Ikwere guy from Obiakpo, but I'm suffering the penury instead of enjoying my fatherland properly.
Let me ask you, sir, do you vote Jagaba?
Vote who? I didn't vote Jagaban, but I knew that the system would have been hijacked. So I didn't bother myself to come out and even vote.
Are you saying that this is the worst administration so far?
The worst in the history of our democracy, the worst. I wish everybody that have sense will come out and speak the same way I'm speaking.
Yeah.
If they want to come and carry me, I'm in Ikoku. Let them come and carry me. We cannot speak all the same.
So are you saying that Buhari is better to Tinubu?
Buhari, Ebuere ala ihe niile, then Jagaban, Asasi ala ihe niile. So the truth is, both Buhari, both Jagaban, no one was good.
So they are the ones.
I said in the history of democracy, these two, they know what they are doing.
Give us a reaction on the 8,000 palliative, sir.
8,000 palliative. Do you think it is even
disbursed to Nigeria?
They are not disbursing anything to anybody. Those 12 million people that they are talking about, is all of them their son name, their grandchildren's name, their brother's name. All of them is entering one bank account.
Yeah.
So if the palliative was to be true, let them subsidize it to the way it will affect the common man. Do you think those 12 million people even have an account? Those 12 million people they are talking about in that palliative, whatever they call it, don't even have a bank account. So how would they electronically transfer these funds when they don't even have accounts to collect this money? It is going back to the mainstream. They want to hijack the mainstream. They have already done it. So the only thing we are praying for now is God to give them what they call ultimate judgment.
It's 6:50. How are you coping as a Nigerian, as an artisan, as a businessman, and a family man?
Coping as a Nigerian with the whole situation, as a family man, as a businessman, is really, really difficult.
Yeah.
The government are not helping matters. The government are just, in short, they are just squeezing life out of their citizens. Currently now, waiting that they see for this country na japa.com. Anybody will get away japa, even if that the least Gambia. I whip for Nigeria. Yesterday I was googling and I whipped for Nigeria. Imagine Gambian dollars. Gambian dollars, their currency is 1 Gambian dollars is to 13.24 naira. Meaning that we are gone in this country, we are dead. All these small countries around us are getting dominion over us because of what? Bad government, bad leadership. And yet, some people are still supporting the government. They are saying us to have patience. Patience on what?
So are you saying Tinubu administration is a bad one?
I think this is the worst I've ever seen in my entire life.
So Buhari administration is better?
I would say Buhari is better. Both of them are the same, from the same pit of hell. Both of them are the same.
So no joy, bros, man?
No joy in this current country, with this current situation, no joy at all.
What of the 8,000 palliative? Give us your reaction.
What are we doing with 8,000 palliative? You made a whopping sum of 400 billion from subsidy in a month. And you want to collect 500 billion to give palliative 8,000 naira to each citizen. Why don't you use that money, fix our refineries? At least let us try to produce something. Why will you depend on importing fuel products, which you know that you have the crude here? Just fix your refinery and things will be better. Let us just try move at least a bit from consumption to production. Let us at least produce the fuel here.
So no joy for Tinubu now. If you meet Tinubu, what you go do, man?
I go sit tell and the same thing what I talk the other day, making step down, you know what they do there. He's not fit to govern this country. So
since inception, since he came into administration, there's no significant thing that you say this man have done for the betterment of Nigerian citizens.
The only thing he's doing is to just drag Nigeria backwards more and more. He has not done anything.